Hello everyone, I'm Brahim,
I'm Chris.
And I'm Ephraim.
and we all study computer games programming here at SAE Institute London.
This is a short insight into the gaming industry.
We will discuss what is being produced, some technical and aesthetic elements, their economic and cultural values, key production processes, key players in the industry, as well as key roles in the gaming industry today.
What is being produced in the gaming industry? Now we have games such as GTA 5 and Destiny, we have gaming platforms such as Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC,
And mobiles.
yep, and we have accessories such as steering wheels, headphones and controllers,
And the Oculus Rift?
of course.
Very good.
Okay, so what are the technical and aesthetics elements of these products? Games, as technical elements, they have game mechanics, and this is what makes the game special. For example, in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they added boost jump in order to add more verticality into the game. Now, for aesthetics, in terms of games, different games have different designs and styles. For example, Minecraft is sort of like a boxy type of game, while The Last of Us is resembling real life, so it has that realistic look to it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Platforms, on the other hand, for technical elements, they provide the hardware in order to play games. Without that hardware, you won't be able to play the game. Aesthetic, different platforms have different designs. For example, the Xbox is following to the box type of look, when the PS4 has that sleek design with matte finish. It's very good looking design. And now accessories, they provide additional functions. So, for example, the VR immerses the player in the environment, so it makes you look like the player think that you're there. And for aesthetics, there are different types of controllers, for example, and different types of controllers, meaning that you can have the VR as a controller, so that's a holographic headset, and allows you to play the game in a different way.
So what are the value in economic terms? Game celebrities use their status to raise money for charity, such as PewDiePie, the most popular YouTuber, has hosted multiple events, multiple charities in the name of saving the children, water projects, and many others. And then there's game conventions where companies promote their brands and provide merchandise when challenges are complete. For example, at EGX. So what are the cultural values? Games are used in education to help people with disabilities and just basically anyone who is struggling with learning. And space agencies, military and other companies use it as simulation for harsh environments that are costly to simulate in reality. And then there's conventions where tournaments are hosted. For example, CSGO arenas are hosted on a yearly basis.
And this is what brings people together, basically.
Yeah. There are three main stages of key production process.
Number one, pre-production. This is where all the game designers get together and develop the game design document. All the modeling and assets construction is also done at this stage.
Stage 2, the production. This is where the rest of the team kicks in and the programmers, artists and audio put the game together and apply actions, functions and to the pre-made objects. Technical directors oversee all this and decide how the game should work and how it should function, how it should play.
When this is done, your game's complete. There's one thing left to do before shipping, and that is your testing. QA testers, both internally and within your company and externally, are all brought in to test each aspect of the game, make sure all functions properly, and you've got no bugs to report. As all you gamers will know, there's many key companies in the industry, but for the previous year, following all the 2014 sales, who were the key players? Well, coming out top of the list using their Metascore was Nintendo, and according to their rankings, their best game released was the Super Smash Bros., whereas their worst game was Chibi Robo Photo Finder. Never heard of it, not interested. Second place was Ubisoft, whose top title for 2014 was Rayman Legends, which is quite a good game, whereas their worst game, Shape Up, which is their take on exercise, never good for a game. Third place on the list was EA Sports, who have brought out Dragon Age Inquisition to top the list of 2014, whereas surprisingly, their worst game of the year, NBA Live 2015. Fourth, using Metascore with a score of 72.5, was Sony. Their top game of the year was a really popular title called The Last of Us, whereas they have the misfortune of being the people releasing SingStar Ultimate Party, which was a complete flop. Now, rounding off the top 5, you have a company called Square Enix, who might not be as well known as the others, but still have some great titles. For example, top of the list for 2014, Final Fantasy X, but their worst title of the year, Deus Ex: The Fall. And that was your top 5 using Metascores, so that's your key players. For those of you interested in a career within the gaming industry, there's many roles available to you. During research I found about maybe 18 roles, but here I'll only tell you about the top 5 positions. Now, one of them for you creative people is animator. All you need for that is to be able to use the 3D software, be creative, and be able to draw the characters that you wish to have in the games. Now, the second one, the one that interests me most of all, is programmer. For this, you need to be able to problem solve, be able to write code using languages such as C#, C++, sometimes Java, but mainly C++ and C#. The third role that's available is audio engineer. For all games, sound is important, so you need audio engineers that can build the music using all their software, sound software, be able to mix sound together, understand the middleware involved to create seamless soundtracks for your games. Now, the next one is quite important, and it's a game level designer. They're responsible for building the levels and the environment throughout the game. So again, you need to be able to understand what feel the game's going for. You need to be able to use the software to build it, whether it's 2D software, but most commonly 3D software. And the final one is a role that most people use to get into the industry, and it's a QA tester. In this role, you're responsible for testing games from beginning to end, testing each feature and each possible outcome. For this, you need strong communication skills, be able to understand English properly, and be able to communicate in such a way that involves problem solving, but still be clear.
Well, thank you very much for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this short video.
And if you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below.
Bye for now.